respect them for that, especially the ones that say my name on their track.
Hey everybody.
Yeah.
How are we doing tonight?
Good.
I still play Flappy Bird. So have you guys heard of this band Imagine Dragons? Pretty popular band, yeah? Any fans in the house?
Yeah.
No, I don't like them. I'm kind of a snob, so I think they're rather derivative and bland. But as a way of showing my distaste, I refuse to imagine dragons, as the band has recommended that we do. So, like, when I come across the word dragon, I just can't even begin to perceive what it could mean. It's getting really difficult to reread The Hobbit. It's becoming more like an existentialist work. I do most of my reading in my single room at West, which I really like. I had a roommate last year, didn't like it. When you have a roommate, it's really hard to be lonely and miserable all the time. So now I get to do that, which is great. I live in the 3rd building of Thompson, but my address isn't 3 Thompson or 03 or 003, it's 0003. Now I don't know why they had to put that many zeros in the address. Like, I already have a 3 on the address, and now there's 3 zeros. So that just makes me paranoid, like there's too many 3s that I have to deal with. And like, what if my dad tries to send me mail, and he only writes 003? I'm not gonna get it, it's just gonna get sent to like James Bond's weaker counterpart. But I do like West. Another complaint I have about it though is I was in a dining hall, they have ice cream cones. Last year they just had the cones. This year there's wrapping on the cones. And I don't like that because the best part is when you eat the cone with the ice cream, right? So now I have to unwrap the cone. And like, when I thought about that, I realized that was the worst part of my day, and I never felt like such white male guilt privilege, because like that's the thing I have to worry about. I thought maybe like I should email the residence coordinator about it just to see what they would say. Like, hi Ethan, thanks for your email. Are you fucking kidding me? Yeah, that is my real address, is 0003 Thompson. If you want to stop by, have a comical visit. You know, I'm a comic, so we could just sit down, you know, on the bed or whatever, get comical. I'll drop that. You should know more about me anyway. I think one of my defining traits is I'm really into music, especially rap music. When I say rap music, I don't mean like Nas or Mos Def. I mean like Chief Keef and Waka Flocka Flame, like all the new crazy stuff like that your parents don't like because they think it makes you want to kill people. And like when I thought about it, I realized maybe people wouldn't expect that I'm like really into Chief Keef or something, you know. So I decided to test my hypothesis. I made a new friend, not for this reason, but like in this semester I was like, hey man, would you expect me to be a big fan of Chief Keef? And he was like, no, I pictured you as more like a Metallica, AC/DC type guy. I was like, you think I'm some fucking Joe Schmo, man? Like, I don't listen to either of those bands at all. But I do love Welcome to the Jungle. He's like, that's by Guns N' Roses, it's not by either of those bands. I was like, yeah, exactly, I'm not too into it. Girls just wanna have fun. Girls, they wanna have. That's all they do. Oh, sorry about that. You see, I have a very rare mental condition where I think I'm still in the shower, even when I'm not. It's called Procter and Gamble syndrome. It's pretty malignant, so don't worry about it. What were we saying? Chief Keef, yeah. I think Chief Keef's brilliant. He has a song where he says, situations are what you make of it. So I'm gonna count this money while I take a shit. And I think that's great because it's like a really interesting combination of two things to do at the same time. It's not one that I've ever tried because I never have money. I also never shit. That's not true. I smoke cigarettes. Cigarettes make you shit a lot. There's something I didn't know as a kid. Like, I knew I would get cancer and die, but that never deterred me because like, it's gonna happen anyway, you know? scare tactic for schools would be if they were like, if you smoke cigarettes, it'll make you poop all the time and fart, and like all your friends are gonna make fun of you. I mean, that would bother me as a kid, because I wouldn't be wanting to do that, especially at like the worst times, you know? Like, you're in your math final or at the Harrisburg Transportation Center. You just really have to shit because you thought it was a good idea to drink 2 cups of coffee and chain smoke. Thanks, guys.